This is a review for the TKHIN 4K video capture card. Full description: audio video capture card with microphone, 4K HDMI loop out, 1080p 60fps video recorder for gaming, live streaming, video conference. A mouthful as always. You can pick this up on Amazon for just around $30. Some hardware details. This card has two HDMI ports, 3.5mm jacks for headphones and audio, and a USB 2.0 interface. The shell is a smooth aluminum that's cool to the touch. This card supports up to 4K 60fps HDMI input. The HDMI output, or loop out, is rated up to 4K 30fps and can stream 1080p 60fps via the USB 2.0 interface. The card is compatible with Windows as far back as Windows 7 and up to Windows 10, with no mention of 11 on the page, and it claims to be supported by Mac OS X 10.9 or above, and also Linux and others. The full contents you will receive after ordering are the card, a USB 3.0 cable, and a user guide. I'm not sure if that's a typo that the cable is 3.0, but thus far I want to be clear that they've claimed the card's port is only 2.0. The short review is that I definitely recommend this product for anyone looking to capture their console gameplay. The combination of low price, small form factor, performance, and ease of use is just too good to pass up. I really think this is the perfect product for the casual gamer streamer types, or anyone who wants to record console gameplay for a YouTube channel or some other method of video sharing. A disclaimer: I bought this specifically to record my Nintendo Switch, so I can tell you that that definitely works, and this will work for other consoles as well. I have not explicitly tried other devices like laptops and cameras, but anything you can grab an HDMI output stream should work within the resolution and FPS constraints of the card. Now into more details. The way this works is you take the HDMI cable on your Switch or Xbox or whatever, and plug the end that would normally drive your TV or monitor into the capture card instead. You're just taking the video output that's normally delivered to a screen for viewing and sending it to the card to be recorded instead. But of course you might ask, what the hell good does it do me if I can't actually play the game because I can't see it? And that is exactly why the card has the pass-through or loop-out HDMI output. You have to use a second HDMI cable running from the output of the card to your screen. So to be clear, if you're the type of person with exactly one HDMI cable to your name, and it's the one connected between your PS5 and your TV, you will need to buy a second one when you buy this card. The crux of all this is you then take the included USB cable and run it from the card to your computer. This is extremely important. This is how the data is actually being moved to your stream or recording. You will still need to use software like OBS to identify and capture the content being output by the card. So just think about cabling logistics between your PC and your console if you're setting up your recording rig. You could run your headphones and mic into the dedicated ports on the card to get your audio overlaid with the video, but I prefer to handle my audio input on the PC side through OBS. And for the headphones, it can be handy to plug in so you can hear the audio, but even this you could handle through OBS. So point being, you're already connected to your computer. I don't think it's necessary to use the audio ports on the card, but hey, you've got options. And one other thing I want to mention while I'm talking about needing a second HDMI cable is technically, because you're streaming from the card to the PC, you could actually watch your own stream or recording in real time through the OBS viewer, but there is some degree of latency. So there will be a slight delay from whatever you actually do in the game to when it happens on the screen, because it has to be processed through the capture card. And depending on the game, that might make it totally unplayable or unusable. Like anything competitive, probably just not doable, not enjoyable. You'll notice when you press the control stick or press a button, there is delay until you see it happen on the screen through OBS. And that is exactly why you want the HDMI pass-through to a monitor. And so if you have two monitors, you can actually do the test where you have one HDMI cable running straight to a monitor, and then on the other monitor you have your OBS like stream viewer, and if you start moving and pressing buttons, you'll see that the OBS screen is lagging the true HDMI feed to the monitor. So that's up to you. Like, I looked at doing that on my Switch for a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus. It was almost playable. just watching the OBS stream, but eventually I just plugged in HDMI to the monitor, and that was just way, way better. So again, seriously recommend that. As an example of recording quality, I'm inserting a shameless plug for my own content. I just talked about Pokemon Legends Arceus. I have another channel where I upload gameplay clips, and everything you're seeing on screen now is recordings from Pokemon Legends Arceus that were captured by this card. I have 100 hours of gameplay footage from this one game alone, recorded using this card. I'm talking literal terabytes of data captured seamlessly with absolutely no hiccups. I can't overstate how satisfied I am with this device. Honestly, it makes the barrier to entry so low that I really believe anyone with almost no knowledge of audio-video recording, streaming, or even computers can figure this out. Anyway, if you're new to this streaming or recording thing, it stands to reason you might not have the OBS software yet either. So I'm dropping a link in the description to the OBS download. There are a wealth of videos out there on installation guides for OBS and in-depth usage guides that cover all the options and settings. There are a ton of things to consider, and I would highly recommend doing your research to make sure you get set up correctly. This will help you avoid many growing pains. One more thing I wanted to mention is that I mentioned the finish on the card was aluminum, smooth to the touch and cool to the touch. When you're actually running this thing, when you're actually streaming or recording, it will heat up. It doesn't make noise or anything, but if you reach over and touch it, it's gonna get hot. That's fine. It's supposed to be that way, and it'll cool back off when you turn it off, so don't worry. Anyway, I think that's all I should cover in this video in the interest of time, so I'll cut it here. I hope this was useful to somebody, so please like and comment with any questions. I'm happy to help. Let me know if I can improve these videos in any way. And again, thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.